Hello everyone, in this video I will tell you how to install Docker on your Windows machine. Well, actually we have two installation availables for Windows. One is the Docker desktop and the second is Docker toolbox. Docker desktop is used for Windows 10 Pro, and if you have anything less than Windows 10 Pro you cannot install uh, Docker desktop. You can then only install Docker toolbox. How can you see which version of Windows you have? Just click in the start menu, go to system, uh, and you see here, I have Windows 10, but I have Windows 10 Home. I don't have Windows 10 Pro. So anything less than Windows 10 Pro, whether it is Windows 10 Home or Windows 8 or Windows 7, they cannot use Docker Desktop. Docker Desktop is much simpler installation of Docker. So we have to use a Docker toolbox. So just write here Docker toolbox Windows, whatever, Windows Home. So install Docker toolbox and go to the Docker website, docker.com website. This website is open now and it tells you how you can install Docker toolbox on Windows. So this page install Docker toolbox on Windows takes you step by step through the installation of the Docker toolbox on the Windows. You see here we cannot install Docker desktop because we have Windows 10 Home, not Pro. So what is the step one? Step one says check your version. I already checked my version of the Windows. It's Windows 10 Home. So of course I cannot use Docker desktop for Windows. I can only use Docker toolbox. Then Windows, you have to check whether virtualization is enabled on your machine, because as we know that this Docker is actually, and Kubernetes, etc., they are made for Linux, So to have them installed on the Windows, this installation package kind of, manages this installation on a kind of a virtual machine, so on a Linux virtual machine. So this is kind of um, this installation package includes this virtualization or virtual machine over which your Docker containers are going to, or your Docker is going to run, or your Docker containers are going to reside. Uh, so you need to enable virtualization on your machine, and we can do that by opening this taskbar. And let me open the taskbar. And if you go to the performance here section and on CPU, you see that virtualization is enabled on our machine. If it is not enabled, then you should enable virtualization on your machine first. Uh, Normally it is enabled by default on most of the Windows machines. And the step two is verify your operating system is 64-bit. I already verified that my operating system is 64-bit. Okay, now install Docker Toolbox. To install Docker Toolbox, go to the Toolbox releases, click here to download the latest executable for Toolbox. And then this Toolbox releases page will open, and this is your latest release of Docker, it seems. So just click here on this exe file, executable file. It will be downloaded on your local machine folder. You have to wait a bit because this file is almost 250 or 230 megabits large. So the Docker Toolbox XC download is finished. Just go to your download folder. And you see here I have this Docker Toolbox executable. I will just click it here. And then the Docker Toolbox executable will start installing Docker on my machine. Okay, the setup window for Docker Toolbox is open. Welcome to the Docker Toolbox setup wizard. Simply click next, and then it will install, my program files, this Docker Toolbox. If you want to change the location, simply browse and change the location, but I don't want to change my location. Program files is fine for me. Click next. So full installation. Select the components you want to install. Clear the components you don't want to install. Okay, these two will be installed. This will be also installed. But these you can change. Docker component compose for Windows, kinematic for Windows, and Git for Windows. Do I need Git for Windows? If you want this version control Git, you can also keep it. Let's keep everything. Keep the full installation. Click next. Okay, then by default, these three icons are clicked here. Create a desktop shortcut. Okay, add Docker binaries to the path. Okay, and it will add the Docker binaries to your class path. Upgrade boot to Docker virtual machine. This is also an important, point. Just remain it checked. Install VirtualBox if you need this VirtualBox with NDIS driver. I don't need that. So click next, and then it shows you your options that you selected. This is your destination location. Your installation type is full. Your installation components are these: Docker client for Windows, Docker machine for Windows, Docker compose for Windows, VirtualBox, kinematic for Windows, Git for Windows, and then additional tasks. Create a shortcut and upgrade my B2 and add binary to the path, and then click install. It will start installing Docker on your machine, on your Windows machine. So the installation is almost complete. Uh, so the installation is finished. Completing the Docker Toolbox wizard, view the shortcuts in the File Explorer. Okay, now I click Finish. Then the File Explorer will open by itself because this was ticked. So these are the two shortcuts that are created on this is Docker Quick Start Terminal and Docker. This is Kinematic Alpha. So in the Start menu, we have these two. Now let's see and check our Docker installation. It was installed on C. Let's go to C, Program Files, and search for Docker Toolbox. We have here Docker Toolbox, and you see here all of these components are installed. Boot to Docker, Docker machine, Docker compose, Docker start, whatever kinematic. So all of our Docker components are installed. And to test whether our Docker installation is working, we should go to the command prompt. So simply go to the start menu, click CMD, open the command prompt, and then write here Docker, Docker command minus version. So if the Docker is installed, this command will work, and it will also show us our installed version of Docker. And you see Docker is installed. It shows that the version 19.03.1 is installed on our machine. And if you want to see help about the commands of Docker, just click Docker minus help, and you will see some of the commands. So Docker is now up and running on your machine.